Welcome back. Now we're going to dig into some sample lessons where we take a look at the different strategies and discover some lessons that are perfect for the summer. So these are our think law lesson types. What you see here in blue and green, your lessons are going to be your full lessons. So they last about 45 minutes, give or take. Sometimes our students get so engaged that it may be a little bit longer, but that's okay. If you look towards the bottom, you see we have some jury deliberations. Your jury deliberations are great lesson strategy to do when you are short on time. Those typically last about 20 to 30 minutes for the jury deliberations with your students. Regardless of what lesson type you decide that you want to use during your summer school program, it should only take about 15 to 20 minutes prep time to get those lessons up and running and started. All think Club lessons follow the same format. They all start with a think starter, which is like a warm up to get the students thinking about the topic for the day. In this screenshot, this is a think starter from the Make It Right lesson, which in this case is where a 15-year-old boy pleads guilty for causing a major wildfire in Oregon's Columbia River Gorge. So, since the rule for the lesson is about damages, students begin by looking at the perspective of a teacher and the best way to resolve a situation when something or someone's property has been damaged. The Think Starter will segue into the lesson where students will analyze a legal case. Then the lessons end with the Think Bigger, which is often another legal case with a few key differences. The purpose of a Think Bigger is to develop the nuanced thinking. How do those differences impact the outcome, if at all? So, in this example, the case from the Think Bigger involves a 5-year-old boy who ran up and hugged a sculpture called Aphrodite, Kansas City. The statue fell over and broke. The statue was worth $132,000. The mom received a letter from the community center's insurance company saying that she should have been watching her son and should be responsible for the bill. So, what you see here is the teacher's guide. Notice that on the teacher's guide, we set you up for success. We give you everything that you need. So, you have your PowerPoint presentation along with your instructor's notes. Also, you have some probing questions as well. Those are all the probing questions that you can add. So, you can definitely add some more, or you don't even have to add all of them. You want to use best for what is available for your class, given the time period that you have and given your classroom culture as well. Those answer choices that you see here in red, those are sample answers. When working with our Think Law curriculum, there is no right or wrong answer, but we do give you some sample answers to kind of help guide you. Notice to the right where you see your student guide. So your student sheet follows your presentation. It's everything that your students are going to need. It has the Think Starter. It also has the lesson and it has the Think Bigger piece as well. What we're looking at now is a lesson for grades 6 through 12. This lesson is about a mom named Lisa and her daughter's friend went off to see some fireworks. While they were watching the fireworks, Lisa, she tried to shield the daughter and the daughter's friend from the explosion that happened. Lisa's right hand was resting on the grass. When she moved, her hand slipped on the grass. Lisa felt a pop, and unfortunately, she tore a ligament in her hand and required surgery. This lesson starts off with a think starter that covers a law concept called duty of care. This means that people and companies need to take responsible measures to keep people safe. So, for example, construction crews have a duty to take care to lock up dangerous equipment at night. So, with this lesson, students determine if the fireworks company is responsible for the injury through negligence. It even digs deeper in a think bigger and allows the student to put themselves in the same situation while hosting a party and providing sparklers. And guess was injured by a sparkler? Do you think you could be sued for negligence? Students take that time to think about it and come up with solutions. Traditionally, our K through 12 lessons are centered on fairy folk tales and fairy tales. In the early elementary materials, the slide shows a picture in the teacher's guide will have a part of that story that you need to read. We've used these lessons with students as young as preschool. However, teachers have used them with their middle school and high school students as well. We set up a lot of our early elementary materials as tables so that students can respond to the questions with writing, drawing, or a combination of both, depending on their level. This is actually one of our special lessons that was created to fit a summer theme at the amusement park. Jury deliberations in the past were created for grades 3 through 12, up until now. This is our K through 12 jury deliberation where young thinkers conduct a premortem. Premortem is a critical thinking strategy. You think about everything that could go wrong with the plan, and this helps you make a better plan because you can prevent these problems from happening. In this premortem lesson, we pretend to visit an amusement park and everything went wrong. They decide what happened and what could be done to prevent the problem from happening. Again, your guides are set up the same. Your teacher's guide is going to have some sample answers along with some probing questions. Everything that your students need to see will be on your PowerPoint presentations. And the great thing about your K through 2 is that it does have lots of visuals. Your student's guide is also your student's material. Remember, is going to have tables so that students can respond to the questions with writing, drawing, or a combination of both, depending on their level. Thank you for taking this time out with me to look over our lessons, and I hope you have fun digging deep into our summer lessons and building into your summer curriculum. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll see you in the next part of our video. Have a great day. Bye.